welcome to today's video. We are back at Ebisu Circuit. You can see behind me the landslide. We are at the top right now of Driftland. You can see they've got tarps out everywhere to prevent water from getting in and making things worse. And you can see that they've already started excavating a lot of this stuff out and all the trees and things like that. Please excuse for the wind. It's very windy here. There's no trees protecting anything. But it's really good to see just the progress that has happened around the track in the last 2 weeks. What you guys have to realize is that the earthquake happened 2 weeks ago. And yes, I know just the other day I uploaded the video showing the earthquake, the damage and everything like that, which was like filmed the same day that it happened. But we had to wait a fair few weeks before we could get everything sorted out on the back end with the Japanese government and find out all that information that we needed to before we could launch the GoFundMe. And the sole purpose of me filming these videos is to raise awareness and help, crowdfund and raise funds for Ebisu Circuit and the recovery and the rebuild and everything. So that's why we waited for that. That way they would have the most impact on directing everyone to the GoFundMe. And also big thank you to everyone who already has jumped on board and donated. It's incredible. I'm going to be skipping Starbucks for the next couple of weeks and adding that onto the donation that I'm going to put through. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing. No matter what it is that you can give, how small it is, it does matter. And if you don't have any money to give, that's fine as well. Just sharing it is enough. So with that, guys, we're going to keep walking around. We're going to show you guys all the updates that are here. We already had a meeting this morning with Suinaga-san, the manager of the track here, and things are looking good in the sense of, you guys all coming on board and helping. So yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about. I'm a bit lost for words still, but let's take a look at all the progress, show you what's been going on, and some new damage that's been discovered as well. We're just pulling into Kurukuru Land now. Oh man, there's actually a lot of machinery, and like just behind us over there is a whole bunch of trees that they've pulled out, and you can see that they've cleared a road and a path up to Nishi now. Wow. Man, if you guys remember in that video just how crazy that section was, let's just pull up and we'll get out and have a walk around. But you can just see, like, these are power poles here. All of these are trees. Oh my gosh, that's the forklift that got buried. Dude, look at the forklift.
Yeah, bro. The guys find inside there.
They found it inside that section where we were. So the forklift was buried inside that.
That's why I didn't have before.
Oh my gosh.
All these trees, the guys have to separate from the dirt so the guys can throw out.
Yeah. So after talking with Suinaga-san and everything, it's so much more involved than you would think, like just to like dig up all the dirt and stuff like that, because wow, yeah, this thing, probably only good for parts now, hey?
Oh no, look at the tires. I've never seen a forklift tire bent like that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the rim. Wow. Yeah, that's insane. Hopefully there's some parts on it salvageable.
I don't know, maybe no point to waste time on it.
Yeah, I know, probably just dump it. Oh, geez. But there's a lot of laws in Japan when it comes to soil and disposing of it, and like you have to separate all of this stuff, any vegetation from it, like any type of wiring and all that kind of stuff.
Just scrap on it.
Yeah.
On the road.
Really? That's all just scrap metal from the roof? Yeah, so they have to separate everything and before like the soil can be picked up and disposed of. Now obviously, you know, this soil is going to be going to places where it's needed, like that have holes that have opened up and stuff like that, but you can't just take all this soil to the top of Driftland and dump it down there. So, yeah.
You see the guy separating the wood?
Yeah, separating even the wood, all the different pieces of metal and materials from everything.
The fridge from the restaurant.
Oh yeah, that would have been inside. There was a restaurant up here, the Nishi restaurant. That's like the fridge and stuff that was inside there. Oh man, that would have, geez. I tell you what though, if like I was ever like in like a landslide, I'd jump inside the fridge.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be the safest spot, right? Maybe not that one, but like, you know, a big size one. Yeah, the golf cart copped it.
Oh, was a golf cart here?
Was. Jeez. Man.
And you see the guys have to
Oof.
cut and
Yeah.
separate everything.
So much involved.
Still huge.
Yeah. And like this whole mound here, there was a building and stairs and everything there, so that's got to get cleaned out yet too. I think that's like the floor. Is that the floor of the building that was there?
Yeah.
That red thing there. Far out. And like all of the pits are gone that were here for Kurukuru Land. Sorry about the wind, guys. Oh, it's so dusty.
Yeah. See all these machines, they just have terrain.
Yeah.
These machines available here.
Yeah, and the rentals on these are not cheap. Oh man. So now's probably a good time to talk about it. But the Japanese government is not doing any handouts or helping whatsoever with any of the funds needed to recover. There is pretty much no insurance company in Japan that insures earthquake damage or natural disasters like, you know, typhoons, tsunamis and all that kind of stuff, because it happens so frequently in Japan that it just doesn't make logical sense from a business perspective for these insurance companies to insure that kind of stuff. So it's very well known. In fact, there's actually a big thing with the whole car theft issue in Japan is no insurance companies really cover you for car theft as well, which is mind-blowing to me from, you know, coming from where I used to live in Australia, where that was like the basic like third-party insurance covered you for theft. And you come to somewhere like Japan where like if your car gets flooded, if a storm destroys your car or anything like that happens in a natural disaster, it's not covered. And then if someone steals your car, it's not covered. So insurance is very, very different over here in Japan, and it is not covering any of this as well. And the other thing that I kind of touched on in the other video is you got to realize as well, 2020 with COVID and the virus had a massive impact on the income for the track as well. Foreigners were not able to visit. Locals were very scarce visiting as well for obvious reasons. And that really had a massive impact on the income. So the track was already at a deficit. So now for this to happen right after it, is why we're asking for all of your help, and why Kuma-san and Suminaga and the staff here are really, really excited about everyone else jumping in and helping them out, and because that essentially means that Ebisu will be able to stay open. So let's keep walking around, and I guess like just looking at this, there's so much dirt here. This isn't even like, this is the end of it.
It's like, I don't know. I don't have words for this either. It's crazy. We eat so many times down the restaurant.
I never actually ate at the restaurant here. Like I'd always go and eat at the safari restaurant, but I knew about the restaurant and obviously I knew about all the buildings here. Whenever I was down here at Kurukuru Land practicing or with friends, you'd run up a staircase, like a metal staircase right here up to the top. You can kind of see the top of it up there next to that building. All gone.
I have a tree there now.
Yeah. There's a telegraph pole there that was somewhere up on Nishi that's now there. Like it's...
No, look real.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I have clothes in here.
Yeah, I just noticed that. There's like a hoodie hanging out of the roof here. I'm not... Maybe, is that Ebisu merch?
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like stuck in the roof there. I kind of want to pull it out and see if it's like Ebisu merch or something. But anyways, we're gonna walk up to the top, and yeah. We're just driving on the road that they cleared all the landslide off from, and this has actually got me like feeling pretty hopeful when it comes to the track up here that the landslide went on top of. Wow, look at this crack here. Oof. Because there's a good chance then that a lot of the track, now it is probably going to be damaged and lifted up in some places, but maybe some of it's going to be savable, and that the landslide just went over the top of it. I wonder if Nishi Short's okay, like that whole section. So this is the first time that I've been able to walk up to this section because it was all completely blocked off before. What is that noise? It's like a car horn or something?
Oh, no, I have so many cars under there.
Oh no!
Yeah, there's also Kurukuru Brothers car.
Oh, that's bad. The frame is really tweaked.
This car is gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the frame is really bad. Beam's motor in there though. Oh yeah, this car's gone. That's sad.
Look how much dirt you have here. Look this. Even there, like,
yeah,
too much.
So much.
And this place have to rebuild now because the frame hit here.
Oh, the whole thing's twisted.
This way.
So all of this has to be replaced.
Yeah.
Oh, you can actually see like it's kind of twisted up there too. I wonder if the camera can see that. Oh my gosh.
Even the windows, you see, no close anymore.
Yeah.
The guys have to tape up.
Yeah. All the windows. Okay, yeah, that's such. So you can see like it's twisted so bad. See how the windows don't line up with the frames anymore, and it's all taped up here.
This was just next year.
Yeah.
Flat.
Yeah. So that was level with this, and now there's that huge gap there. That sound is kind of crazy.
Look,
I'm really curious what it is.
Be careful, bro, not go under there.
Yeah, okay, you're right. I probably shouldn't walk under here.
Yeah. Probably the guys saying have loads car here.
The
guys don't remember which car was.
Oh no. So there's cars under there that they can't even, like, that they know are buried, that they have no idea.
No, what cars?
Oh man.
So many cars there. This is a safari car.
Yeah.
Was.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's so insane.
And that's Driftland.
Yeah, and that's Driftland where we were just standing for the intro of the video. It's crazy that they've already like been up there with like the machines and stuff.
It's just too much. I don't know. You see the walls will be bent.
Yeah, the walls are bent out. That's crazy. These are so like, I watched people like smash into these walls over and over and over again, and they don't move. What? The concrete is so bowed out here. I really hope the camera does this justice. Oh wow, you can even see it's pushed out this here. Yeah, it's like shifted all of that. Oh yeah, like the walls all cracked. Yeah. That's just probably from the sheer weight and the tons and tons and tons of soil. Yeah, the whole wall's like bent over forward. That's going to need to be replaced.
And the problem is, how many days do you think it's going to take just to move everything out from here?
Yeah, it's not as simple as just like picking up the dirt, putting it in a truck and taking away. Like I said, everything has to be sorted through and cleaned. They're very strict on that here in Japan. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, that was like the bar that would go over the
start line.
Yeah, the starting line.
And look at the dirt where it's going now.
Well, I mean, at least it's over there. Oh, well, I mean, that's still part of the back section of the track.
Yeah, you cannot do return here.
No.
It's too short.
Is Nishi short okay?
Nishi short is fine.
Okay.
But still, it's impossible to run a track like this.
Yeah. It's so mind-blowing, like how they've been, when did they start getting like the excavators out here?
I think the guys have to finish there first.
No, but like when did they start coming here?
When? 1 week ago?
1 week ago. So they've already been here for 1 week, and everything that we're seeing today is 1 week's worth of work.
Yeah. Every day in the morning, because I just live down there.
Yeah.
Every day in the morning, 8 o'clock, the guys start to work.
It's crazy. We're gonna keep coming here for updates, guys, and we'll be able to see the full progress of everything. But geez, look at all the trees. And like they have to trim all the stuff off them too. Like they have to be pretty much ready to go to like a wood making place. Or what do they call it?
I don't know.
Wood saw
Let me
place.
check. Maybe the guys have a plan already for the trees. So if the guys clean, I think you can sell in Japan.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you sell it as
That's
wood
why
and stuff.
everything's so clean, separate.
Yeah.
Land's still like a rubbish, but the other side.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they'll just burn all that, won't they? They'll just do a big bonfire. That could be a new tradition, Matsuri bonfire.
Every year for 10 years.
There'll be enough of it.
I just like, it's so many trucks have to come here to move.
I'm gonna jump over this. And I wanna just like walk up on the dirt there a tiny bit. Do you think that's safe?
Yeah, the dirt.
Should be okay, just the dirt, right? Just because I think this will give us like a really good perspective of how much. Just gonna keep an eye out for exposed wires. Far out. Well, I got up here. This is mind-blowing. This is crazy. So much dirt. Another messed up thing is like where this all came down is it ripped up all the wiring and all this kind of stuff. That all has to be replaced now too. Jeez. It's like a full football field of just dirt. Well, I guess lunch break is over and the guys are all back to work right now. So much to get done. If you guys remember, this section of the whole car park was all cracked and broken up. We've already gone and put some bitumen down in there. Another excavator heading to the landslide. A lot of the cracks here are all patched up too. It's good to see some of this stuff's been done. They've closed off this entire section here because it's sunk and opened up a bunch of cracks there, so that'll all need to get ripped up and re-leveled and reinforced and whatnot. Currently, down to Minami is closed. We do have permission to go down there though, just to film and check out any progress and stuff like that, so we'll head down there in a little bit. But for now I wanted to show you some more progress that has happened. You can see in certain places here, this is where they had a huge mound of gravel that they've then gone and used to put down in place where bitumen's going to get laid and it'll get compacted and stuff like that all along the edges here of the road. And then down here where we saw a lot of boulders and stuff that had come off, they've redug out all the trenches around, and they've like kind of built like a little like I don't know what you'd call this, but like a secondary kind of wall here. See this down along here on the edges? All of this is fresh. So that'll help a little bit in preventing like boulders and stuff, like they'll just kind of fall in there. And they've kind of just been cleaning up and fixing all the kind of stuff that's around here. We're going to take a quick look out on Toge course right now. And have a look if there's any crazy damage here. I can already see some cracks that have opened up and stuff that are fresh all through here. But overall, so far, it doesn't seem like there's any crazy damage, which is really, really nice. Good to see. You can see, yeah, some boulders definitely shifted and moved. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Probably just going to be a lot of rocks and stuff lying around. Hopefully no landslides. My biggest concern is that back section is pretty close to the edge, but it should be okay. Overall, it doesn't seem like there's too many big cracks or anything. Yeah, just like a lot of little rocks and stuff. Which is really nice to see. It looks like Toge course got out of this pretty lucky. Over here, probably more rocks and stuff we'll see. Yeah, this cliff here didn't shift or move. Okay, yeah, so we do have some rocks here and a little tiny bit of like a bit of a landslide. Nothing too bad though, so that's very fortunate. That's pretty easy to fix. Very lucky. Yeah. Yeah, looks like that's pretty much the majority of the damage that Toge course has sustained. Just that little tiny landslide up the back there, and a few new cracks and stuff. Not too bad actually. Very lucky. Heading down to Minami now. You can see that they dug up all of this and have started putting the gravel in and compacting it. So that's probably going to get a bit more compacting and then filled in. If you remember, all of that had cracked and split, and you can see all the old bitumen that they've ripped up here and tossed aside. All of this, there was a huge amount of cracks and stuff in this part too. You can see there's a lot of gravel that they've put down there for now. And all these cracks along the side here, this one here as well. Yeah. All of this as well. Looks like they've added some more soil there and then put some gravel in and compacted that. So you can see like obviously the first priority seems to have been that they've worked on the service roads, because the service roads are required to get to the tracks. And this is normally the exit of school course, and you can see that they're just going through and digging up all of the damaged parts of the car park, the track, and gonna prep it all for relaying everything. The crack that opened up here is just insane. You can see it's deep all the way through here. Has to all be dealt with. You can see like they gotta be very careful to like pull it all up one piece at a time. So time consuming. Just here in the Minami car park, and it might be hard to see, but up there is kind of like the side of the landslide. And this used to be like, you used to walk along this when you'd walk down into D1 GP when it was held here. So, because you would park at Nishi course, right? That was the car park. It's kind of crazy. Out of all the tracks that sustained damage, I think Higashi and Minami fared the best. Like didn't get anywhere near as much damage as the other tracks, and in probably the best condition. Could have been a lot worse, obviously, but yeah, very, very fortunate. Minami, like all tracks, pretty much have sustained some kind of cracks and stuff like that that'll get patched up, and a lot of the service roads coming down to Minami were damaged, but overall, it fared pretty well. See here, there's a bit of a sinkhole there. That looks like previous damage though. Overall, really not that bad. Very fortunate. North course has sustained a bit of damage as well, mainly just cracks and things like that they're going to patch up. There is a little bit of good news. Kuma Kubo-san has said that as soon as within a month they could have certain tracks, like limited tracks, open here at Ebisu Circuit as a means of, you know, trying to get some income rolling in and stuff like that to help offset the repairs and whatnot. So the tracks that are damaged the least, which will probably be like Minami and North course and Higashi, all fixed up. School course I think will be a while away yet. As you saw, there's a fair bit of damage there that we didn't actually see in the previous video. But a lot of it, if it's cracked and pulled up a little bit in one section, there's like, you've got to pull up everything around it. Just driving around Minami right now, it seems like there was only a few little cracks in the back section up here, just little ones, nothing too major. So it looks like Minami's probably not going to need too many repairs, which is really good to see. This is the famous jump one. If you guys remember, you come through here as straight as you can, and you initiate right on the hump there and jump down. Hopefully we'll be able to do that soon in the Chaser. So you want to come here. Now normally these blocks aren't supposed to be here if it's D1, but yeah, you use that and then come and then initiate on this little hump and jump straight down there. But obviously we're in the KTR, Well, I mean, it is all-wheel drive and turbo. We could attempt to jump, but I don't feel like rolling a van today. So now that it's warmed up a lot, all the snow and ice has melted off this track up to North Course. This is very, very sketchy in winter. So that's why pretty much you can't even get up here at all. Not even the Ebisu like tractor with the chains could get up this. But we're gonna take a quick look at North Course. Oh yeah, you can see some boulders and rocks kind of move there. Doesn't seem to be too crazy though. The service road still looks to be in the same condition that it was. Is that open? Nope, we gotta go this way. We are at North Course. Yeah, so the car park's got a few cracks and stuff like that have just like opened up a bit. Nothing too crazy though, from what I can see. Looks like North Course did pretty well in surviving. I'm expecting there to be some rocks and stuff like that on here as well, and some more cracks. Looks pretty good though. It seems like this held together pretty well. There's a new crack there, a couple new cracks here. Just small ones though. Should be repairable. Shouldn't be too crazy. Yeah, another small crack there actually. Oh, it's hard to see. I need to just go a bit slower. Yeah. There's about 4 or 5 new cracks across the road up the top there. Yeah, no, those are old cracks there. This crack here does kind of seem to be a bit new to me, but I may be wrong. It does look like it's opened up a bit bigger than it probably was previously, but overall it looks like North Course did really well. I tell you what though, this tunnel sketches me out even more now than it did before, just because of the earthquake. Like when I came in here, I made sure like I was just looking for big cracks and stuff like that in case like the roof may have been damaged, but it looks like it's all fine, no cracks. Yeah, North Course held up really well. Getting ready to leave, but I really hope this video gave you a good idea on the progress and what's going on and what's happening here, and also helped answer some questions that I'm sure a lot of you guys have had and whatnot about the whole repair process. I'm going to be doing my best to keep you guys updated. Fuster from Side X, he's going to be taking a lot of pictures, and Suinaga-san's also going to be sending me pictures and updates and stuff like that, as well as I'll be coming up here frequently to give you guys videos and updates as well in person. So keep an eye out for all that kind of stuff. Once again, I just want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you that is doing your part, sharing the campaign, sharing these videos, and getting awareness out there. Obviously, as I said before, with all the expenses and the costs of everything, and insurance not covering anything, no government handouts whatsoever, if it's not, you know, if we weren't doing this, Ebisu Circuit would close. I did want to get Kumo-Kubo-san and Suinaga-san on camera today. They're very busy because they are actually in the process of filming a video with Daigo Saito for the Japanese side of the campaign and everything, the crowdfunding that they are launching. But by now you would have seen the official post on Ebisu Circuit's website and their Twitter and socials and stuff with the link of the GoFundMe, which will also be linked down in the description. But yeah, once again guys, I hope this gives you some insight as to what's going on. You get to see a bit of an update in the work that's been done in the last 2 weeks, and just how much is still left to get done. It's going to be a long process. It sounds good with the, obviously, like North Course and Minami probably are going to be opening in a month or so to help bring some more income in and stuff like that. Hopefully a lot of Japanese people get behind it. It looks promising with Daigo involved and stuff like that with the Japanese side of crowdfunding, and I think with Japan and the USA based crowdfund, I think we're going to be able to really make a big impact and keep Ebisu open and help it rebuild, which is going to be really, really exciting. So thank you so much everyone. Smash that like button, write a comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Ciao, mata.